What does ancestral justice mean to you?
I think ancestral justice is like, just kind of like what the word sounds, is wronging the rights, where the things that were wrong with your ancestors, hopefully now is the curve is starting to go back to more of a, I guess, them getting their justice or their rights.
How do your pieces of artwork and your short films contribute to ancestral justice?
I feel like that some of what I do, hopefully, I think it's two parts, hopefully, three parts really. One is just a sense of decolonization, taking back some iconic images that maybe were native at one time, but maybe have not been throughout the years. Another is, I feel like that sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes people are just ignorant, and not in a bad way. I don't mean ignorant as a pejorative, but more just literally they don't know, maybe when they're offending, or the history of a word, or history of a symbol. And I feel like different people have different ways of correcting people, and I think there's room for everyone. Some people, but mine isn't a way of like really saying, "Oh, are you stupid? You shouldn't be doing that. That offends me." I'd rather do something more in an ironic way. So I show them, and they laugh. "Ah, that's wait a minute, we did what?" So hopefully, I feel like they can learn because they're kind of in on the joke. Rather than me saying you're wrong for doing this, I show them how it looks, hopefully in an objective way. And then if it's anyone with a heart or a conscience, they realize, "Oh man, maybe I should have thought twice before I said this, or before I talked about this," or whether it even be like land run issues or boarding schools and stuff like that. So I think that's hopefully in my small way how I help, in my small way, bring a little justice to the wrongs.
Last question. Do you have any advice for Native youth?
Do what you love. If you do what you love for a living, you'll never have to go to work, because every day is just something that you really have passion for. And part B would be to find as much about you can about your culture, your own personal culture, because if Native youth don't learn it, then who's going to be, there's no one to teach the kids underneath them. And the people that do know a lot about their culture, they're starting to get really old and dying off. So I would encourage people to just learn about their history, and the history. Also, there's something that I feel like real important is treaty rights. So like if you go to, like, if you line up 10 natives, you're like, they'll be like, "Oh man, the government's breaking our treaties." And I feel like if I lined up 10 natives and they're like, "What treaty did they break?" They'd be like, well, because it's hard, it's complicated. I get that. Treaties are complicated, they're stacked on top of each other. But I feel like if we can learn at least one treaty, because if I was non-native, that's the first thing I'd say to a native. "Oh really, what treaty was broken?" And when they couldn't answer it, I'd be like, "Dude, if you don't even know, why are you complaining? The story's over." So I'm going to make it this year, I'm making it my goal to teach everyone one treaty. I'm going to launch this new program, it's about broken treaties. I'm going to teach everyone one treaty. Shirts, bracelets, t-shirts, stickers. So by the end of the year, hopefully everyone just has a treaty memorized. And so if I die one day, they're going to say, "Do you know Stephen Paul Judd?" "No." "Well, do you know a treaty?" They're going to say, he's the guy that taught you that treaty. That's my only goal in life.
Thank you.
All right, boom.